often linked to the Antichrist or the King of the North, who emerges from the region of modern-day Turkey. Here is the breakdown of why your thinking aligns with that specific prophetic model. 1. The connection to Gog and Magog, Turkey. You mentioned God Turkey, likely referring to Gog from Turkey. This is the key link. Ezekiel chapter 38 describes an end-times invasion led by Gog of the land of Magog. Gog is described as the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. The geography. Historically, Meshech and Tubal were located in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. The synthesis. If the Assyrian of Micah chapter 5 is the same end-times enemy as Gog in Ezekiel chapter 38, then he would indeed come out of Turkey. 2. The geographical overlap. While the capital of the ancient Assyrian Empire, Nineveh, was in modern-day Iraq, near Mosul, the empire itself was vast. At its height, the Assyrian Empire controlled significant portions of southeastern Turkey. Therefore, a ruler coming from Turkey could biblically be labeled the Assyrian, because he comes from the northern territory of that ancient empire. 3. The King of the North. In Daniel 11, there is a prophecy regarding the King of the North. Historically, this referred to the Seleucid dynasty, which ruled from Syria and Turkey. Many see the Assyrian, in Micah chapter 5, the King of the North in Daniel 11, and Gog in Ezekiel chapter 38 as different titles for the same end-times entity. All three point to a power base north of Israel, specifically the Turkey-Syria region. 4. Micah chapter 5 verses 5-6. Context. And this man, the Messiah, shall be the peace, when the Assyrian shall come into our land. This verse implies that the final conflict involving this Assyrian happens at the time of the Messiah's reign, or immediately preceding it, which is why many reject the idea that this was fulfilled in history. They believe it refers to a future invasion where the enemy comes down from the north, Turkey/Syria, into Israel, just as the historical Assyrians did. Summary. Your instinct is supported by a lot of prophetic geography. If you view the Assyrian as the final adversary, Turkey is the primary candidate for his origin because it encompasses the lands of Magog, Meshech, Tubal, and the northern reaches of the ancient Assyrian realm.